Pirate. Created by Robert D. Cardona and David Mitton. Read by the New Storyteller. It was the end of a long, hard day in Big City Port, home of Captain Starr's 7 tugboats. There was just one last job to be done. 10 cents, one of Captain Starr's 2 switches, was the first of the tugs to arrive back at the Star Pier. So Captain Starr asked him to tow a barge across the harbor to Scuttlebutt Pete, the dredger. Normally 10 cents was an eager worker, but this job was to help out 2 of Captain Zero's tugs, who were working with Scuttlebutt Pete. Captain Zero's 5 tugs, the Z-Stacks, were rivals of the Star tugs, and 10 cents was not pleased to have to help them. "About time," snapped Zug, as 10 cents drew the barge alongside. "I was told you didn't need this equipment until the morning," said 10 cents. "Where do you want it?" "Moored by the old quay," sneered Zug, "if you're not too worn out." Zip sniggered as 10 cents pulled the barge away. 10 cents towed the barge round to the old quay and docked it by the derelict piers. "All right, you old tub of guts," he muttered. "You can settle here for the night." As he unhitched his tow line, he thought he heard a noise nearby. It sounded like another tug, but when 10 cents looked round, the place seemed deserted. "I must be imagining things," he thought, moving away. A moment later, Sunshine, his best friend, and the Star Tug's other switch appeared. "Hold up, 10 cents," he called. "You heading home?" "Sunshine," cried 10 cents. "So it was you." "What was me?" asked Sunshine. "Oh, nothing," replied 10 cents. "Come on, I must be tired." Side by side, 10 cents and Sunshine steamed away from the old quay back to the Star Tug's pier. But behind them, in the growing darkness, something was hiding. That night, everything was quiet on the waterfront. The Starfleet and the Z-Stacks were safely docked. Nothing was moving, nothing except one shadowy vessel that slipped silently through the water. Unseen and unheard, the stranger moved along the piers. No one heard the sound of the ropes or the quiet purring of his engine as he untied 10 cents' barge and stole softly away into the mist. Early the next morning, Zip and Zug arrived for work and found the barge missing. "Hey, where is it?" cried Zug. "I told 10 cents to leave that barge here, Zip. I always said those Star Tugs couldn't be relied on." 10 cents will catch it from Captain Starr," smirked Zip. "He will when I tell the captain," said Zug gleefully. They ran into 10 cents just in front of the Star Pier. "Hey, you!" cried Zug. "Captain Starr wants me," said 10 cents, trying to get past. "We want to see him too," said Zug. You didn't deliver our barge." "Of course I did," said 10 cents indignantly. "Well, it's not where it should be," said Zip. "I left it by the old key," said 10 cents. "You saw me." "Saw you take it that way," said Zug. "You've double-crossed us," said Zip. 10 cents moved forward angrily. "I have not," he snapped. "You take that back, or I'll—" "What's going on out there?" Captain Star's voice roared out. Zug cut in quickly. 10 cents didn't deliver our barge last night, and— "I did!" cried 10 cents. "You know I did." "All right, that's enough," said Captain Star. "I've already had a complaint about this. I'll take care of it. On your way now," he ordered the Z-Stacks. Zip and Zug steamed away grinning, glad to see 10 cents in trouble for once. Captain Star spoke sternly to 10 cents, and then ordered him to go and work with Scuttlebutt Pete for the rest of the day. 10 cents was furious, but he could do nothing. "I hear you've lost a barge," said Scuttlebutt, the harbour gossip, as 10 cents pulled up beside him. 10 cents scowled at him. Grampus, the midget submarine, who had been listening, emerged from beneath the water. "It's a mystery," he said, looking wise. "Grampus," cried 10 cents. "What do you know about it?" "It's all over the harbour," replied Grampus. "Everybody knows." 10 cents frowned. Scuttlebutt Pete joined in. "The more who know about it, the quicker you'll be in the clear." "I am in the clear," snapped 10 cents. "Get that clear." Jack and Zebedee, 2 of the Z-Stacks, were passing by. "Temper, temper," called Zebedee. 10 cents made a move towards them as they passed on their way laughing. "Leave them, 10 cents, advised Sunshine, coming up. "Captain Star's got another job for you, but I don't think you'll like it. It's more work with the Z-Stacks." "That's all I need," groaned 10 cents as he steamed away. For the next few hours, 10 cents put up with a stream of jeering from Zack and Zebedee as they taunted him about the missing barge. By sunset, he was very angry, until the mystery was solved. He would be under suspicion. Captain Star was puzzled. 10 cents was one of his most trusted tugs. It just wasn't like him to lose anything. That night, Grampus was restless. He decided to go for a look round the harbour. He was worried about 10 cents and hoped he might be able to help clear his name. As he crept across the harbour, he thought he heard something. He moved towards the sound, and suddenly a large tug appeared, steaming straight towards him. Just in time, Grampus dived beneath the water. The tug passed above him, missing him by a fraction. As Grampus surfaced, he looked back. he saw the tug disappearing into the mist. He was towing another of TNST's barges. All night Grampus searched for the pirate, but the mist was too thick, and all night the thief was at work, stealing barges. The following morning, Captain Star and Captain Zero called together the Starfleet and the Z-Stacks. Captain Zero and I are having a meeting, announced Captain Star. Missing barges is a serious matter. We're going to get to the bottom of it, right, Captain Zero? We've got a scheme to catch this pirate, said Captain Zero. We've decided to set a trap, added Captain Star. Captain Zero continued. Certain barges will be used as bait. They're being fitted with flares that will go off if the barge is touched, never mind stolen. So this is the plan, said Captain Star. Tonight, you all go out in pairs in silence, ready for action. While the tugs had been told the plan, Grampus had gone out exploring again. He went back to where he'd lost the thief the night before to try and pick up the trail. Got as far as here. What about this old warehouse? It's possible. It hasn't been used for years, he muttered. As Grampus peered round the gloomy warehouse, he heard voices. All right, you've done well so far, Patsy, but we think you still owe us one. A villainous voice sneered. You're going back on your word, another voice replied. You said that was the last barge I had to take. It's the thief, thought Grampus as he recognized the tug from the night before. Zero? He's the pirate. Keeping just below the surface of the water, Grampus looked round the rest of the warehouse. He saw the missing barges, and he also saw an old, decrepit, sad-looking boat suspended up out of the water. The villainous voice was still speaking. You get us one more barge tonight, or you know where the old boy will end up, on the seabed. It's too risky, argued Zero. One more tonight, roared the villain. Delivered by midnight, or it's goodbye to him. He nodded towards the old boat. Then he and his accomplice disappeared into the darkness, leaving Zero and the old boat together. Don't do it, said the old tug. It's wrong. I can't leave you here with them, said Zero. You heard what they'll do to you. Tonight will be the end of it. Silently, Grampus slid out of the warehouse. Dear, oh dear, he thought, this is a sad state of affairs. That night, the plan to catch the pirate was put into action. Top Hat, the smartest of the Star Tugs, was getting himself organized. Barge is in place. Flare set to go off. Now I thought we were going to be in pairs. Where's my other? He saw Wabier steaming up. Oh, no, not Wabier. This our post, Top Hat, grinned Wabier. Of all the tugs, I get the clumsiest, muttered Top Hat to himself. Be great if you and I catch them, eh, Top Hat, said Wabier excitedly. Top Hat sighed and resigned himself to a long night as they settled down to wait. Over in the dock area, Sunshine was cheering up 10 cents. Hey, come on, 10 cents, he said. I know you didn't have anything to do with the missing barges. Zip and Zug are trying to make something of nothing, that's all. Thanks, Sunshine, replied 10 cents, but it makes me angry not being able to prove it. I'm sure Captain Star believes you, Sunshine assured him. Don't pay any attention to those set stacks. They're troublemakers. I don't care about them, said 10 cents. It's the other stars. They can't be sure it's not me. As they settled into their positions, Grampus appeared. Why, Grampus! hissed 10 cents. Get out of it! You'll give us away! We're laying a trap for the thief, whispered Sunshine. That's why I've come to see you, explained Grampus. I know where the stolen barges are. I've seen them. Right, cried 10 cents. Let's get that pirate. He'll be sorry he crossed me, I can tell you. Wait a minute, 10 cents, said Grampus. It's a bit complicated. He explained the situation to 10 cents and Sunshine. Zero is being forced to steal against his will. The real villains have got the old tug, and they'll sink him if Zero doesn't steal barges for them. We must get to the pirate Zero before the others. There's no time to explain to them, said 10 cents. You're right, agreed Grampus. Follow me. As they slipped away from their posts, Zip, who was keeping watch with Zug nearby, noticed them leave. He and Zug saw that 10 cents was up to something, set off after them into the mist. 10 cents and Sunshine hid near the old warehouse. They saw the two villains go back inside, then waited to spring their trap. As Zero came steaming back to the warehouse, 10 cents went into action. Heave to, Zero, he ordered. You're cornered. You can't escape. Quickly, he and Sunshine explained to Zero that they knew about the old tug. We must save him, said Zero. He's my uncle. They're holding him prisoner and making me steal barges. Even if I get one more, they might still sink him. Help us to help you, said 10 cents, and we'll sink them. The sound of an engine came across the water. "Quick," whispered TNST. "We must hide." Zero led them out of sight just as two Z stacks appeared through the mist. "It's Zip and Zug," hissed TNST. "They're going into the old warehouse. I've got an idea. Grampus, you go to the warehouse entrance. If the villains leave, you save the old tug." Grampus submerged and moved off. Over by the warehouse, Zip and Zug were trying to pluck up courage to go inside. "Just a quick look," said Zug. "No, Zug," begged Zip. "Let's go back, please." "Come on," said Zug. "Stay close." As they entered the murky darkness, Zip peered round. "Hey," he cried, "the stolen barges! Great, we're heroes!" Suddenly, the warehouse was lit up by two pairs of huge glowing green eyes. A voice roared out, "Hey, what are you doing here?" "Help!" cried Zug. "The pirate!" Zip and Zug shot out of the warehouse as fast as lightning. Outside, TNST, Sunshine, and Zero were hiding. "Wait till I say," whispered TNST. Seconds later, the villains came racing out after Zip and Zug. 3, 2, 1, charge!" yelled TNST, and he and Sunshine and Zero shot forward and trapped the villains between them. A moment later, Warrior and Top Hat arrived and helped take the villains away. Inside the warehouse, Grampus had freed the old tug and brought him over to Zero. As dawn broke, the tugs gathered together. "That's what I call a good night's work," said TNST. "Thanks a lot, TNST," said Zero. "I won't forget this." "It was the least we could do," said TNST. "You heading upriver?" "Yes," said Zero. "Pirates aren't very welcome here. Come on, Uncle, let's get you home." As the two of them set off upriver, TNST watched them. "I'm really sad to see them go," he said. Grampus turned to TNST. "Well, I'm off." "Thanks for your help, Grampus," said TNST warmly. He caught sight of Zip and Zug and pulled out in front of them. "I don't know what we'd have done without your help," he said sarcastically. "Somebody had to chase those villains out," said Zug. "Weren't you a little bit scared?" asked Sunshine. "Nope," said Zug. "Nothing scares us, does it, Zip?" And he set off backwards. "Forward, Zug, forward!" cried Zip, as Zug shot back straight into one of the barges that the stars had fitted with a flare the night before. Whoosh! As the flare shot up with a loud explosion, Zip and Zug yelled out in fright and fled across the harbor terrified. "They move pretty fast when they're not scared," laughed Sunshine. "8 cents?" "They sure do," grinned 10 cents.